Good morning, afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD. This is GameGuru, the easy game maker, and I'm playing this for you guys now because well, I know it's not a game, it's a program, but I know a few of you out there, you do game modifications, and I know a few of you also have experience with game creation programs, so I thought this would be right up your street. You guys would enjoy this, I feel. So I got in touch with the game creators, the guys who actually make this game, and they said yes, we'll give you a Steam key for this for review purposes. So here we are, we're going to review the GameGuru. I've played this for about 5-10 minutes tops. Okay, I'll be straight up with you, I've actually played this a little bit already. Enough for me to feel that it does actually have potential to show you guys what you can do. So what is the GameGuru, the easy game maker? It's basically, you can make three-dimensional games like Half-Life, Quake, etc. First-person shooter stuff. We'll get rid of you. Will it go away? Will it go away? There we go. There we go. We got rid of that. Little bit of a hang up there for some reason. All right. So we're going to go through the tutorial. I've already done this once before, it's easy enough. But there's a few little things I'd like to just show you all, see how easy it is. If you're familiar with Multimedia Fusion Factory, or Games Factory, or any sort of point and click sort of game creation, this should be up your street. So, welcome to the GameGuru interactive tutorial. To help you get the most out of GameGuru, this short interactive tutorial will guide you through the creation and editing of a simple scene and walk you through a quick playtest of the level you created. Let's begin. Now first of all, we need to select a scene for your game. This is basically a top-down view of the level we're going to select. I've been playing around with Ice Mountain at the moment. It's alright. You've got Canyon Delta, Canyon Grassless, Crystal Spires, Garden. Let's go for... should we go for simple? The last place. Let's go for the last place. It's going to load everything up now. It takes a little bit of time. Just to remind you of your just to remind you all of my specs. I'm running a i5 3570K, running a standard clock at the moment. I'm breaking it in gently before I start overclocking it again. And I've got a GTX 660 overclocked to TI level. Scene selected. Click the right arrow button to continue. So hopefully that will give you an idea of what sort of spec you need for this game. And on the left, you'll see a button for adding new entities, and beneath a list of entities already loaded as part of the scene you select. So these here are already part of this world, this scene. Choose an entity from the left side panel. An entity is a game objects used to populate of, so add new entity. Ah, this is you. Let's go for a toxic barrel. Why not? Okay. Click left click to place the entity into the scene. Now we can zoom into the map using the mouse wheel. We can move the camera with the right mouse button. We can zoom in use WASD. We can hold shift to run in a bit closer. This here, I assume, is our starting point. Can we actually go up and down? No, we can't go up and down. Game developers. Oh shoot! What have I done? I just pressed a button randomly. Why was it? I think I pressed Y. So where did that barrel go then? We've randomly placed a toxic barrel somewhere. Now you can modify an entity and its properties using the entity widget, which is displayed when you select the entity within the scene. Left click an entity within this. Oh, I see. I've accidentally selected a modification tool to... Okay, I've accidentally raised the ground up quite a bit. Right, how do I undo that? Is there an undo feature? I'm surprised the tutorial is actually allowing me to shape mode, level mode. Another suggestion for the developers if you're watching this, when you're hovering over the tooltips, I'd like in brackets the shortcut key for this, because I think I pressed Y for this particular one. How do I level? Shape mode, level mode. Whoa dear. That's bad, that's very bad. Where's undo? Have we got an undo? Undo, undo, undo. We can only undo one action. It does look like we can only undo one action. That's sucky, and you can't do Control Z on it. We need to left click an entity within the scene, do we? How do I get rid of this? I don't know how to get rid of this icon. Entity mode. There we go. And that was terrain mode. Oh, there are some tooltips then. Entity mode, ET, create new waypoint, waypoint editing. So that's a waypoint, I imagine. But let's edit an entity. You can modify an entity and its properties. The whole thing of this game. It's not a game. It's a program to create games. But the whole thing with this is you're supposed to be up and running. You can make a game within 20 minutes. You can modify an entity and its properties using the entity widget, which is displayed when you select the entity within the scene. Use the green square to drag the entity around. So there's a tree there, we need to drag it around. Which way should we drag it around? Let's go for this way direction. Whee! And I've just lost the tree. Where has tree gone? Tree went, oh, there he is. Hello, tree. Right. You can modify an entity and its properties using the entity widget, which is displayed when you select the entity within the scene. Select properties. The settings on the left here we can play with. Is it explodable? Let's check. You can click on these and you can edit their settings. You can. This is text entry. Strength is I don't know. Spawn start. Yes. You get various multiple select options. Default.lua. I assume that's some sort of script you can have for this particular. It's an AI system. Okay. Physics weight, physics friction, explodable. Yes. Explode damage 100. Apply changes is at the bottom. Not a very great place for that, if I'm honest, but it sort of makes sense in the context that it's on the left hand side of the screen. Reselect entity and press R key to rotate. Okay, so R. You can only rotate it in 90 degrees selections. That's. Oh no, we can click on that now. And we can. Oh, that's nice. That's a lot better than R. You can test your game level at any time by clicking the test game button from the main toolbar. During the test, all AI will become active and player controls enabled so you can play the current state of your game. You can leave test game at any time by pressing the escape key. Press the test game button located in the above toolbar. I'll tell you which one it is. It's this one. It's the rocket. It says test level. You've got multiplayer mode, which I'll come to at some point in the future. Test level, waypoint editing, create a new point, terrain, that's entity mode, that's paint grass, all the other different things you can paint, ramps. Well, you can go all through those. The only button there is test level. Now those of you who have experience with point and click, multimedia fusion, etc, etc, you'll know that there's two buttons there. So when you have test level, first time I went looking for, I saw test level, so I'm thinking, okay, let's have a look for where's test game. There's no test game, so you click on test level. This takes a bit of time to load, unfortunately, but you've got all your different options here. You've got weapons on the numerical buttons, reload. This is basically Half-Life controls, and I don't think we actually start with any guns. Let's just check out 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. No weapons. So here we are. This is the level we've generated. It looks alright, doesn't it? It's not the prettiest in the world, let's be honest here, but it does an effective job. Ooh. So we're in a fully active game world right now. We've got a flashlight. Okay, we do actually have a flashlight. We have no guns, so we can't reload. Maybe if I added a few guns into the scene. But let's run down here. Ow, that was gruesome. That was also really, really easy to die. We've taken a bit of health, so now boom boom. If we stop moving, do we recover health? Does it allow us to regen? No, apparently not. If I press the tab meter, you can actually have a look on the left hand side as to how the stats are stacking up. Okay, that sounded healthy. Let's go into that again. Oh, it's just water effects. It's okay. I thought we were actually dying then. Is that water? Is that heartbeat going to go away anytime soon? Alright, let's press tab again. On the left hand side, you have various options telling you what is or isn't going on. There's some AI around apparently, very few physics interactions. Say us moving through the brush. Vegetation is apparently on 0. Shadows is self-explanatory. Sky and water, yeah, lots of sky and water. Where's the water gone? Let's run back over. There you go. There's a bit of water there. Rendering, controls. We're not sure what controls. There's miscellaneous. Don't know. Weapons. There's none. Post-processing. Polygons. Polygons is what's all on screen. This is all right. It's, you know, I imagine at some point there's going to be modifications made for this game by the community, and you can import your own custom models or features at some point. Draw calls, quite a lot of draw calls. Let's put it, tab up again. Sky type, terrain type. There's all these different settings basically. All these settings we can play with. We'll use control of the mouse at the moment, in terms of looking around. But let's have a look at sky type. Atmos. Let's actually look up at the sky and play with these different sky settings. But you're getting the general idea there, guys, right? Cartoon sky. Oh wow. Okay, we're keeping that. I'm not going to look at any more options. We're keeping cartoon sky because that is amazing. So what else do we have here then? Terrain type. Cartoon terrain. Yeah, it's just green. Vegetation type. Cartoony. Okay, I have to admit that's actually quite cool. And you've got all the different quality settings. You can change how graphically intensive your game is. Camera settings, visual settings, graphical settings. Again, you can turn it up or down as much as you want. Terrain shader, highest. Highest. Grass shader, highest. Lighting, real time. Oh, and the frame rate has now dropped down to about 20 frames per second because we turned everything up to high. Textures aren't the greatest, let's be honest. Water's quite nice. Oh, the sound effects are nasty though. So let's turn them all back down. Terrain shader, medium, medium, medium. Yeah, that'll do. Oh wow, the rainbow's reflected in the water. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So let's press escape to go back to the main game. You can test your game at any time. Export your game by selecting Save Standalone in File menu. Save Standalone. Do you wish to save first? Yes, we'd like to save the level. Saving level. Loading terrain. Saving your level as standalone. And it's now saved in my games folder. Thank you for using the interactive tutorial. If you need more help, you can find additional tutorials on the GameGuru website by clicking the tutorials button. This site contains videos showing both basic and advanced features of GameGuru. Finish. And that's it. That's it in a nutshell. There's all sorts of various... Oh god, there's a lot of flickering going on there. There's all sorts of options you can play with and experiment with and tinker with. And I will be featuring all the different DLCs at some point. So I think for the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually attempt to make a proper game. Go through all the options and actually see what there is to see. How far does this desert go? How far does it go? Reasonably far. Can we go under the water? We can go under the water. We can't go under the water. Looks like that's the actual limit we can go under. Let's see, how do we put... What was markers? Player start, player checkpoint, cover zone, lights, wind zones, etc. Entities. Let's have a little bit of a play here then. Just a little bit of a play. Let's go to over here though, because this flickering's annoying. Okay, that'll do that. Add new entity. There's a whole list of entities here. Boxes, bridges, buildings, cartoon. An armed rabbit. Is there a way of duplicating this dude? Holding control doesn't work. What about shift? Nope. So you're an armed rabbit, are you? God, you're not freaky at all. He stood there nodding, randomly nodding at us. I don't like him. Anyway, yeah, like I said, next time we'll have a proper look, see what else there is. Oh, well, what else can we add? Fantasy characters. We can be a wizard. We can have assassins or drunks. Zombies! Oh my god, all the zombies here. Bloody hell. Cityscape icons. Weapons. Oh, lots of weapons. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this short video. I will attempt to make a proper game at some point in the future video. And then there's also all the different DLC I've been sent as well to check out. It basically adds all sorts of extra scenes, extra entities, so on and so forth to your game. So thanks very much for watching. Dream big. Let me know in the comments what you'd actually like to see me have a crack at. And if it's possible, we'll have a go. Dream big. See you next time. Bye bye.